What really drives female desire? Today, we're diving into the fascinating science behind what actually attracts women. And let me tell you right now, everything you think you know about this topic. Well, prepare to have your mind blown. Because the latest research reveals something completely different from what most people assume. Before we dive into what actually works, let's address some of the biggest myths that keep floating around. First up, the idea that it's all about physical appearance. While attraction matters, research shows it's far from the whole story. Then there's this persistent myth that women are somehow less visual than men. Recent studies using eye-tracking technology have completely debunked this one. And perhaps the biggest misconception of all, that desire is purely physical. The science shows it's actually much more complex and fascinating than that. Research consistently shows that female desire rests on three fundamental pillars, each equally important in creating genuine attraction. The first pillar is emotional connection. Think about it like building a foundation of trust. When women feel emotionally safe, their bodies actually respond differently. Studies show that feeling truly understood releases oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. This isn't just about surface-level communication. It's about creating that deep sense of being truly seen and understood. When there's genuine emotional intimacy, women are more likely to express their desires freely and authentically. The second pillar might surprise you. It's mental stimulation. Research shows that intellectual connection can be just as arousing as physical touch for many women. That back and forth of witty conversation, it's not just fun, it actually triggers the same reward centers in the brain as physical attraction. When interests align naturally, it creates a unique form of chemistry that's both mental and physical. And finally, we have physical chemistry, but probably not in the way you're thinking. It's fascinating how much of physical attraction comes down to subtle, non-verbal cues that we're not even conscious of. Studies show that a person's presence, their energy, their way of moving, can be more attractive than conventional good looks. This natural attraction isn't about checking boxes on a physical checklist. It's about that indefinable spark that science is just beginning to understand. Now here's something crucial that most people completely overlook. Context matters enormously in female desire. The environment can completely change how attraction develops. A study at Northwestern University found that women's arousal patterns change significantly based on their surroundings and sense of safety. Your emotional state isn't just background noise. It's actually the filter through which all attraction is processed. When you're stressed, anxious, or preoccupied, your body literally processes attraction signals differently. Life circumstances play a huge role too. Major life changes, career phases, personal goals, they all influence how and when attraction develops. And timing? It's everything. The same person, same approach, but different timing can lead to completely different outcomes. This isn't just about biology, it's about being in the right headspace for connection. Let's break down what research tells us about physical and emotional triggers and how they work together to create genuine attraction. While physical triggers are important initial catalysts, emotional triggers create deeper, lasting desire. The magic happens when both work in harmony. Research shows that voice patterns, especially deeper, rhythmic tones, can trigger automatic physiological responses. It's not just what you say, but how you say it. Studies from the University of Bern found that natural body chemistry plays a crucial role in attraction, way more than artificial fragrances. Non-verbal cues account for up to 55% of our communication. The way someone carries themselves can be more attractive than conventional good looks. The science of touch is fascinating. Specific types of touch can trigger different emotional and physical responses, from comfort to excitement. When women feel truly understood, their brains release a cocktail of bonding hormones that enhance attraction and trust. The ability to be emotionally vulnerable without judgment creates a unique kind of safety that's crucial for desire to flourish. The build-up of anticipation actually creates stronger desire than immediate gratification. It's about the journey, not just the destination. Mutual vulnerability creates a powerful emotional bond. Studies show that sharing personal stories and fears can increase attraction significantly. Let's look at what cutting-edge research reveals about female desire. These findings might challenge everything you thought you knew. A groundbreaking study from the University of British Columbia showed that women's arousal patterns change dramatically based on context. What works in one situation might not work in another. This explains why attraction can feel so unpredictable sometimes. Research from the Kinsey Institute reveals that female desire isn't fixed. It's incredibly dynamic and responsive to environment, relationship quality, and life circumstances. This fluidity is actually a strength, not a weakness. New neurological studies show that the mind-body connection in female desire is far more intricate than previously thought. Emotional and physical responses are completely intertwined, creating a complex feedback loop. Perhaps most importantly, studies consistently show that emotional security is a prerequisite for authentic desire. When women feel emotionally safe, their capacity for desire and pleasure actually increases. Here's something fascinating about desire. Anticipation can actually be more powerful than the moment itself. Let's explore why this matters so much. Research from the University of California shows that anticipation triggers a steady release of dopamine, the pleasure chemical, over time. This creates a more intense and satisfying experience than immediate gratification. Think about how a slowly unwrapped gift creates more excitement than one that's immediately revealed. Emotional tension isn't just about teasing, it's about creating a rich narrative of possibilities. Studies show that when women can imagine multiple positive outcomes, their engagement and desire increases significantly. Your brain actually can't tell the difference between a vividly imagined scenario and reality when it comes to emotional response. This is why anticipation can create such powerful physical reactions. The gradual revelation of layers of personality and connection, what psychologists call progressive disclosure, creates a deeper, more sustainable form of attraction than rushing into things. Now let's talk about how to create that deep, lasting connection that sustains desire over time. Active listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about understanding the emotions behind them. Research shows that women feel most connected when they sense their partner is truly absorbing and responding to their emotional state, not just their words. It's like the difference between hearing a song and feeling its rhythm in your bones. Emotional attunement is like a dance where both partners are in sync. Studies from the Gottman Institute show that couples who can read and respond to each other's emotional cues have stronger bonds and more satisfying relationships. It's about being there in the moments that matter, both big and small. Shared experiences create neural synchronization, literally getting on the same wavelength. But here's the key. It's not about grand gestures. Research shows that small, regular shared moments often create stronger bonds than occasional big events. Being authentically present means showing up as your real self, not who you think you should be. Studies consistently show that genuine vulnerability is more attractive than projected perfection. It's about being real, flaws and all. Growing together creates what psychologists call earned security. When couples face challenges and evolve together, it strengthens their bond in a way that surface-level attraction never could. It's like building a house brick by brick, slower than buying one, but infinitely stronger. After all the research we've covered, after all the studies and science, everything points to one fundamental truth that changes everything about how we understand female desire. Emotional safety and authentic connection aren't just nice-to-haves. They're the foundation everything else builds upon. When women feel emotionally safe and genuinely connected, their capacity for desire increases dramatically. This isn't just theory, it's backed by decades of research and countless studies. Think of it like a greenhouse. You can have the best seeds in the world, but without the right environment, they'll never flourish. Similarly, without emotional safety and authentic connection, other aspects of attraction can't reach their full potential. So what have we learned about the true nature of female desire? Let's wrap up these fascinating insights. Remember, this isn't about finding a magic formula. It's about understanding the beautiful complexity of human connection. The science shows us that female desire is far richer and more nuanced than most people realize. It's a dynamic interplay of emotional, mental, and physical factors that creates something truly remarkable when they align. Before we end, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What surprised you most about what we covered today? Has this changed how you think about attraction and desire? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the psychology of relationships and human connection. And hit that notification bell to stay updated on future videos where we'll dive even deeper into these fascinating topics. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and remember, real connection is worth the journey.